Well, where do we find Tasmanian forests and why are they there? The main things that decide the sorts of forests there are in Tasmania and where they are rainfall and the kind of soil and topography. Tasmania lies right in the path of the prevailing westerly winds, so rainfall is heaviest in the west and lightest in the Midlands, becoming heavier again along the eastern highlands, which get some rain from easterlies. In the mountains of the west, annual rainfall is over 3,000 millimetres. In the Midlands, which lie in the rain shadow from both west and east, it is under 500 millimetres, but rises again to 2,000 millimetres in the northeastern highlands. Where the rainfall is fairly heavy, above or about 1,500 millimetres, rainforest becomes pretty common. The typical species is myrtle. There are a few other species, not much scrub, and generally a pretty open floor. Of course, rainforest doesn't grow everywhere. Where the soil is poor, there are plains and hills of buttongrass, heath, tea tree, stunted eucalypts and so on. Indeed, the soil can be so poor that one wonders how anything can grow in it. On better soils, there is no guarantee that there will be pure rainforest. Fires at long intervals, 200 to 300 years, are enough to maintain eucalypts in mixture with rainforest species. Another place where rainforest doesn't develop very often is high on Tasmanian mountains, where you get wind-swept moors, bogs and shrubberies. These plants are typical of the bogs. Pineapple grass, sphagnum moss, Riccia. There are three main zones of prime eucalypt forest. The first is in the northwest, between Deloraine and Marrowa, though much of the original forest has been cleared for farming. Then there is the area in the northeast, east of the Tamar and north of the Fingal Valley. And finally there are the forests of the Derwent and Huon, with outliers on Bruny Island and Tasman's Peninsula. Within these areas, the important forest eucalypts are at their best. They are stringy bark, Eucalyptus obliqua, gum-top stringy bark, Delicatensis, and swamp gum, or stringy gum as it's called in the north, Regnans. But of course the prime forests do not grow on and on without a break. For instance, above 1,000 metres or so, they give way to alpine trees. And on poor soils and dry slopes, the trees are peppermints and the like, and heathland plants flourish. A drier type of eucalypt forest covers a large area of eastern and northern Tasmania, where the annual rainfall is less than 750 millimetres. There is a mixture of species, and the trees are little more than half the height of those in the prime forests. These forests are of forestry importance because of the increasing demand for pulpwood. Within these forests there are minor areas of heathlands. Fires have had a big effect on the character of the forests. Take the wetter type eucalypt forests. Where there hasn't been a fire for 200 or 300 years, the understory is likely to be of rainforest species. The understory prevents the growth of young eucalypts, and there is no store of eucalypt seed in the ground. So, if the forest is not disturbed in some way, burnt or logged, before the eucalypts die of old age, as this one did, the end result is pure rainforest. But if burnt at shorter intervals, say about 40 to 50 years, then the understory will be of scrub. And if fires are even more frequent, the scrub is kept at bay and there is a ground cover of ferns. So in the small area of Tasmania, there is a wide range of types of forest, from rainforest to all kinds of eucalypt forests. And these are mixed up with buttongrass plains and heathlands and mountain moors and bogs. All this comes from big differences and rapid changes in rainfall and in soils and topography and the effects of fire.